The Worst Holiday, Chapter 6. We weighed up our options. We could bury the body, launch it into the ocean for good, or just wash the sand off it and light that fire, accepting that we would be caught. At least there would be food in prison. Everyone apart from Eve, who had eaten a full English for breakfast, was suffering tremendously with hunger. Ben was coping by napping in the Range Rover, which we hoped the police would not be able to discover how we had acquired. All of us apart from Ben went down from the car park through the dunes and were met with the couple glaring at us. I was holding the groin spear, which I stabbed through the torso. I shunted the victim into the sea, which tossed itself onto our breakfast to be like a rock-formed wok was beneath it. We left the ex-bartender salt-soaking while we got the fire going. Thankfully, the police were being extremely slow. We needed to find a way to make the meat look less human before they arrived. Meanwhile, the ex-sunbathing boyfriend was pressing down on the dead bartender's ex-spiced chest, his girlfriend doing breaths of life. So, we also needed to get them to stop drawing such attention to what we hoped the pigs would see as a pig. It made no sense, though, why killing a pig wouldn't be a problem at all, but killing an annoying bartender would be murder. The former alive would have been much more fun at the pub. Anyway, holding the knife from Sainsbury's like a dagger when we thought the couple had nothing to fight back with seemed like the way to get them out of our hair. However, they copied Ben and ripped off some groin to threaten us back with. We were soon fighting, just me against the couple. As soon as I realised that the others were running off back to the Range Rover, I emptied the weed from my tracksuit with the intention that calling the police on us would backfire for the couple. The others started calling my name, so I started making my way to the car park, even though it was a great shame to abandon our food. Then again, it would have been too salty by this point. The couple followed in a flurry, whacking my shoulders with the bits of groin. But then they stopped. They started picking up rocks. Just as they aimed one at my skull, I got in the car and slammed the door, which their throw heavily dented. We were lucky enough to get away before they launched any through the windows. But we were in such a rush that we hadn't thought through who should drive. Peter ended up behind the wheel, admitting that he had only taken one driving lesson. His massive bell costume was heavily in the way of the gearbox. Eve couldn't explain why she had let him take the seat, but at least she was right next to him. There was certainly no time to swap. The couple had gotten into their car and were shunting into the back of us. 'Twas then that the police finally arrived.